Hello there, yarn lovers, it's Gary, and I'm coming to you from my happy place, the Yarn Corner here on the west coast of Canada. So welcome, welcome, welcome on this hot, late Thursday night. It is July the 25th, 2024. How are you all doing? I hope you're well and staying safe. I've had a really long day. It's actually been a busy few weeks. We've had some house guests. This evening we had a guest over for dinner and we walked Pixel. So I'm just getting now to do this recording, and I'm going to go to bed pretty much as soon as this is done. So I'm not sure when I'm going to drop this because I then need to go and edit it and all that sort of fun stuff. But let's hope that it comes out tomorrow, which will be Friday. And you might notice something a bit different. So I'm filming from a different part of the room. So normally I film from the opposite side of the room, but I've built some new shelves so I could house some more yarn and shelve it and look at it to get inspired by different patterns that might be out there. So subconsciously looking to see what I have to use rather than going shopping and online to supply the needs of a pattern or an idea that I have in my brain, that I can just look at my wall and say, yeah, you know what? I kind of need some things here and I've got them, and I would not have remembered that they were there. So yeah, I have some gifted yarn as well that I want to sort of like look and covet and squish from time to time. So it's all there behind me now. So what do you think of the new shelving? I was kind of amazed that I built them myself one Saturday, which was the Saturday that just went by, and got it all up in a couple of hours. I must say that I'm feeling the crink in my back, my neck, and my knees. I'm not a young chicken anymore, but yeah, there you have it. If you're happening across this channel for the very first time, I want to welcome you. I've set the channel up to talk about all of my yarn adventures that's in knitting and crocheting. And I talk about my acquisitions where I purchase my yarn and tools of my craft. So if that is of interest, please stick around. And for those who are returning, I want to say welcome back. Great to see you again. I've been loving the comments that you've been leaving me in the previous videos, and also getting to know you so much more. I'm calling you my friends now because there's so many things that I know about each and every one of you who comment about what you like doing in your crafting, a little bit about your family life and how you move around with your crafting worlds as well, like how you balance up all that stuff. So that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with me. I do appreciate that. And yeah, for those who have purchased from my affiliate links, talking a bit of admin here, I know it's sometimes people get a little bit unsure about what affiliate links are, but the ones that I've had down below in my description box, they are where if you make a purchase, you can click on that link, it takes you to the website and you do some shopping. So there's some analytics behind that, just to be upfront. And any purchases that you make at no extra cost to you, I get a commission back because you're wanting to support the channel. So all the money that I receive, I put back into the channel. It's not a lot of money, but I do appreciate it. It does not go unnoticed because running a channel can get quite costly and time consuming. So I do enjoy doing the channel and buying new yarns, featuring them on the channel and trying them out when I'm working new projects. So I just want to say thank you for supporting in that way. It really does mean a lot to me, and there's no need to ever use the links, but if you do, that's what happens, just to shed some light on the process of what an affiliate link is. So yeah, what have I got for you today is a purchase that I made from Premier Yarns. Now, they're a US-based company, and all the price points that I'm going to give you here are in US currency. I don't normally shop Premier Yarns only because when they ship generally to Canada, and in this instance they did ship third-party courier service DHL, DHL will send me a bill and they'll hold my yarn until the bill is paid. Like, it's their shipping and handling brokerage fees. So it's got nothing to do with Premier. It's you pay your cost charges for your yarn, online on the day of purchase. And in this instance, it says free shipping. And then they'll pack it up. They'll get another party to come along, pick up the goods, and then they ship it to Canada. That third party does. So generally what has happened with Premier Yarns is that DHL has sent me a bill to say, this is how much we're charging you for delivering it to you. So we're going to charge you like $30, $40, whatever it is. And we'll hold your yarn here until you pay your bill, and then the rest of the journey will be completed with the yarns. But this particular time, I don't recall it ever getting a bill. So I think this one came to my front door without any need to pay any extras. Now, I don't know whether that was an oopsie or if that was because of whatever, it flew into the country maybe, or, you know, there's different rules for weights or different product that is in the box. Maybe it's made from a country where we don't have to pay duties. I'm not sure what the heck happened with this, but if it continues to be waived and I can have my yarn without any extra costs, I will shop again at Premier Yarns. But generally that hasn't not been the case. So yeah. And what else can I tell you? It took 7 days to get to me. I purchased it on July the 3rd and it arrived to me on July the 10th. So the 7 days, I thought that was remarkable, because most of the times when I'm purchasing yarn, it takes about 2 weeks. Okay, there was no sale on, I don't believe. I just wanted to get some yarn because I was needing some colors in their basic acrylic yarn that they have. It's their own brand, the Premier Basic, and in the DK weight for a blanket that I'm working on. And while I was there, I thought, well, seeing I need 3 or 4 of the colors for that blanket, I'm going to get some other yarns that are new to me. And I'm really happy that I did. Now, I was a little late to the game on jumping on board to get these gradient cakes from Premier in the anti-peeling acrylic that they had. But I managed to get 2 colors. I believe that they might have maybe 3 or 4 colors left to purchase, and there's half of them that are no longer available. But this is one that I really liked because I have an idea to use this with my mandala cakes and do a mosaic blanket. So here it is here. It's the Premier Anti-Peeling Everyday Worsted, and it is a gradient cake. So that's the gradient there. I really like this yarn. It's a really nice gradient. It has, as this swatch shows, it has no stepping. It's quite a clean gradient all the way from, in this instance, it's like a gray, a light gray, into like a more charcoal deep, almost black edging here. And the feel of it is wonderfully, wonderfully soft. Out of 5 being my softest on the scale, I'm going to give this one a good 3.75. So I think that's a nice, you know, easy to wear against skin type of fabric that it will make. And I'm in love with it. I think it's great. So I got myself 2 of them. And I'm thinking of doing a mosaic blanket using the mandala cakes that I purchased up here. They're the ones that I just recently got, and some of them are the new colors. And I found this amazing pattern that I'm thinking of using, and I'll link that pattern down below along with all the other patterns that I found that I think the mandalas would be good for, and a gradient cake like this. So if you're looking for some inspiration to use your yarn, if you've got the same one with mandala, then go down there and check it out. It is a Ravelry bundle, and I believe you need to have a Ravelry account to be able to view it. So apologies there, but it's very, very soft. Let's take a look at the 4 weight. Yeah, I would agree. It's a little thinner. It has that nice anti-peel sheen to it as well, and that softness factor. It's very, very delicious. So let's take a look at what the ball band is saying. It's classified a medium 4, which is the worsted, as the label says. It has the tested and approved against 350 harmful substances, which is always good to know. And they're saying here in the cake I'm getting 200 grams, which offers up 360 yards or 330 meters. And the colorway is called Black Tones. Washing and care instructions are you can machine wash in warm water and tumble dry. The crochet hook is looking like it's a 5.5 millimeter, and the knitting needle looks just like a 5 millimeter set of knitting needles. So there you go. I think that's a nice gradient. And because it has that sheen on it as well, and the Mandala Lion Brand cakes does not have that sheen, I think there will be an interesting texture of matte and sheen if I'm doing some mosaic work. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I got myself 2 of those cakes, and at the time of purchase that I made this back in July 3rd was $8.99 US. So I got 2 in the black. Let's put that down there. Nice thing about the Premier order is that I notice everything comes in a plastic sleeve. So that's kind of nice for if something was to happen on the outer box, and like if it's out in the rain, at least your yarn's a little more protected. So here is the other color I got, and of course it needed to be green because I love green. And this colorway, same stats as the previous one, is called Green Tones. So if you're looking to see what the swatch comes out like, that's it there. I really like this green. So this green is more of a lime, almost like a slime lime green that you might see the Grinch wearing on the outside, and then it goes into more of the lighter green, gelati green maybe. Yeah. So again, maybe not enough to do a whole blanket if I'm doing mosaic work, but definitely because I'm just testing this out for the first time and I'm really loving what I'm feeling, that I probably will go back, especially knowing now that chances are, I'm hoping, cross fingers, that if I was to make another order from Premier, that it wouldn't have that additional third-party courier service charge that's separate from what I'm seeing on my invoice. In the case that happened to be this one round, I didn't pay any extra, which was awesome. Now, again, I was buying some colors that were going to go in my blanket, and I thought while I was on the page where it has the Premier Basix DK yarn, I would try some other colors so I could kind of play around with what I had on offer for the colors that I'm making on my blanket. So this one here is just another example of the Premier Basix DK yarn that I purchased at the time, and this one is called Chambray. I got 2 of those. They are the same, aren't they? Let me just double check. No, Chambray and Chambray. And are the color lots the same? Yep, the color lots look the same as well. So they're the same color. It just looks a bit different to me online. Maybe if I turn them this way, does that make any difference? No, actually it's just the way that they're falling on the camera, in the camera view. So yeah, I really enjoyed this yarn, working with it. Very, very soft. Factor out of 5, I'm going to give it maybe a 3 out of 5 for softness, just above average. And so nice economic acrylic yarn. What can I tell you about it? Okay, so it is 100 grams in a ball, offers up 306 yards or 280 meters. It's 100 grams, 100% acrylic. This one is also tested and improved against 350 plus harmful substances. And they're saying here that these are machine washable and you can tumble dry. So easy care instructions. What else can I tell you? This is made in Turkey. Oh, I didn't tell you where this one was made. Does it have it? Made in Turkey as well. So the gradient cakes are made in Turkey. So I really like the color. Got 2 of them. And at the time that I bought this, there wasn't any sale on, but I'm seeing here the DK weight were at, oh, I'm getting double pricing here. $2.99. So yeah, I also got the color that I used in my blanket is in this bag here. So I got this one here, and this one is called Orchid, same stats. That's the one that's in my blanket. And I also got Heritage Blue, but it's in the box because I've opened it up already, and that's the only one that I had in my purchase, so I can't show you what that one looks like. I will show you once the blanket's done. I also got this color here. I got two of them, and this is in Nimbus. Very, very light pastel-y color, and I like that. It's soft, it's baby, and I'm seeing the one that's closest to the light being a bit darker and this one a bit lighter, but that's because of the viewfinder. So if I switch them around, now it's this one that looks lighter. So maybe I don't know, it's just the trick of the light. I like those. I'll show you in combination of all of them once I open them to show you all that I got in the DK. Another one that I used in the blanket that I can show you is this one, and it's called Pumpkin. Those are all the DK weights, so I'll show you one of each. So we've got Nimbus, we have Orchid, we have Chambray, and we have Pumpkin. So those are the colors. Not all of them are in the blanket, but I really like the other ones as well. So I can see more blankets being done in the future. Yeah. Now we're moving on to the Premier. This one is the worsted variety in the Premier Basic. So similar to the one that I just showed you, but the weight is a bit heavier. It's the 4-weight worsted weight, and it's the Premier Basic worsted. And equally, I'm going to say maybe the DK is a little softer. This one I'm going to give a 2.75 for softness factor, so still above average, but it is a nice plump yarn. Let's take a look at the 4 here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It's well twisted, so I'm going to give it a medium twist, a medium to high twist, and it's very squishy, so it's a nice spongy yarn. And let me read you a little bit about the parameters on the ball band that I'm seeing. So it's 200 grams per ball. I like that, you're getting 200 grams. That's awesome. 100% acrylic. This one is also tested and approved against 350 plus harmful substances. And the colorway that you're seeing here is called Thistle, and this is also made in Turkey. What else can I tell you? Washing instructions, they look to be machine washable, and you can tumble dry. Suggested knitting needles and crochet hook are 5.5 millimeters. And there's the colorway Thistle. I like that. I got 2 of those. It's almost like a periwinkle, purple blue, like it rests a little bit in the middle there. Okay, price point on the Premier Basic worsted was per ball $3.99. I thought that was a good value, and because I got 2 in the color, my invoice is telling me it was $7.98 for the both of them. Good value there. I also got this color here. I got 2 of them, and it is a purple color. I really like that. It's called dark purple. I think I rest more on the side of a purple that is more leaning towards blue than I am towards red. But there it is. I am using Orchid, which is kind of a reddish purple or a mauve. Same price in that and same stats. Just the color was different. I got this one here, which is called, what are you called? Goldenrod. That's really cool. I like that. I'll hold one up of each as well of the worsted so you can get a sense of the color palette that I was going for. I got 2 of these ones as well, which is in the colorway called, Cadet. So like a grayish blue. Yeah, I like that. So you can't see it with that bag being in the way. And my last one in the Premier Basic that I purchased was this one here called Thyme, like the herb thyme. So it's this nice sagey green. I believe some of these colors might have been the new colors that were offered up when I went onto the Premier site. I don't know how long they've been on the market for, but they had their regular colors from times gone past, and then they had some that were labeled new. So I got the new ones. So here's the thistle, and here's the goldenrod. Here is the dark purple. And this one here is called, thyme, goldenrod, dark purple, thistle. And is that the same as that? No, it's not. This one is called Cadet. And I think that's all of the ones that I got. Yeah. So I got 5 different colors. Hey, will you just behave? There we go. 5 different colors, and I got them twice each. So I thought that was a good deal, and I do like the colors all together. Yeah, let's put that down. The last thing that I got, because I hadn't tried this yarn before and haven't even opened it from the bag, was the Premier Just yarn. And these were the slightly jumbo size. I'm reading here that the Just yarn was $6.99 in US currency. All the prices are in US currency. And I got myself like a neutral color that I can border things, or if I'm joining squares, doing modular kind of work, and I want a neutral that will last throughout the whole project, joining everything. I got this bundle because it's a 400-gram ball for $6.99 US. I thought that was a fantastic price. So in my mind, it feels very similar to the regular one that I'm seeing here, the Basic Premier. The only difference that I'm noticing is the twist might be a little looser, not that much, but very negligible differences. So yeah, it's a worsted, so that's the twist on it there and how thick it sits. And I really like it. So let's talk about what we're getting here. It's 100% acrylic. In this 400-gram ball, I'm getting 875 yards or 800 meters. Now, this one is also made in Turkey. Its color is light gray. You can machine wash this and tumble dry, and it is also tested and approved against 350 plus harmful substances. What else can I tell you? Softness factor for me, I'm going to give it the same as the Basic worsted, and that's probably around 2.75 out of 5. So just above average. And there's enough yarn there, I think, to cover me if I do a lapgan, joining all motifs together, and it's a nice neutral color. So I do like that a lot. I think it compares well with the Basic, and I think it'll go well. When I was looking on the Just Yarn part of this value size, they didn't offer up as much colors as they do with the Basic, Premier Basic. So you might be stuck if you are wanting something unique on a color, but if you're looking for one of the basics, then you're definitely well worth your savings on getting the Just Yarn as opposed to the colors of the Premier Basic yarn. But because I wanted so many other different varieties and tints, I shopped this line here so that I could get more variation in the hues, and also if I wanted to play in the same palette range, I had some choices there. So yeah, awesome. So it was free shipping, as I mentioned. I didn't get dinged, which is unusual on a bill that came separate to me from the DHL shipping. DHL kept me up to date with all of their shipping markers along the way, so I knew when it was dispatched, and I knew when entered the country, and I knew when it was like at my post office, and when knew when it was out for delivery. So it was kind of a nice treat to see it along the way in the process. Okay, so that concludes all of the yarn that I had to show you from the Premier order. Did you have a favorite color? And when you're working on projects, do you like working with the 3-weight DK weight, or do you prefer working with worsted 4-weight yarn? Have you got a preference? And have you ever tried a project that mixes and matches between the 3 and the 4? I'd be curious to know. And if you have made something that you want to sort of label as like, this is a must-see pattern with that yarn that I've just shown you, then leave it down in the description box. I'd love to read it, as well as if you've made a tutorial as well. So yeah, we can share these pattern ideas, these tutorial ideas. My favorite would have to be this cake here, which is the Premier Anti-Peeling Everyday Worsted Gradient Cake in this particular color, because I am seeing so many stained glassy type mosaic work that I'm going to be doing with it, and the pattern has been chosen already, and these are the add-ons that I'm going to be blending in with that pattern. So they're the mandala cakes. So with that, I will catch up in the next video. I hope you're doing well and staying safe. Bye for now.